This is boring stuff. What's the other one? Oh, here it is. Okay. What are MISD's most pressing issues, and how would you like to see them approached? Here's the lady. I don't think people realize how important the support staff is to the district. They need to support their families, and we need to do something to meet that challenge in order to support the staff. To me, it takes everybody. In the news, you hear teachers, 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 and let's give raises to the teachers. I think they need them, big time, but if you don't have your support staff, then you can't function as a school. Okay, I'm with that. I don't know if that's the most pressing issue we have, but all right, I'm all for our janitors.
That is not the most pressing issue we have.
All right, here's my lawyer buddy. Population growth and its impact on the infrastructure is MISD's biggest challenge. The district has to find a way to accommodate growth without overspending or building too rapidly. MISD in Texas will also have to continue to fight against Common Core standards. Though local school boards can't necessarily do a lot in this regard, that's a lawyer. There's nothing I can do if I get elected, but I am concerned about it. They should be on the forefront of making sure their values and rules apply to the extent possible. What the freak does that mean?
I have no idea.
It's local control with our values versus local control with other people's values. What the hell does that mean?
What?
I'm always in favor of local control with our values, or whatever, to whatever extent possible under the existing law. This guy,
oh my goodness, he's
gosh.
a lawyer. Okay.
Read the last guy, Mrs. Freese.
Oh, improvement. This is the last dude who's going to be working soon. Improvement required schools must.
That would be ours.
That would be ours. Must get back to an acceptable level. No, really?
Yeah, we do.
He said, which could mean getting new programs in place at lagging. I didn't get the rest.
Oh, my bad. Lagging campuses.
At lagging campuses.
Okay, so basically
more programs.
Yeah,
That's
more
just
programs.
what we need.
Now this is one of my favorites too. By the way, what time is it?
It's getting really
okay. All right, we're gonna have to skip a couple of segments here.
It's okay.
All right. Let's see. Where am I? Where did I go? Oh, here it is.
Okay.
You can do this one.
What has MISD done well in the last few years, and why? Okay. So you have your Midland Hispanic Chamber of Commerce president. What does she say? The district was open.
The district was open and engaging. She's talking about we passed.
What
the bond
have we done?
A couple years ago.
Yeah. Okay. It was them letting us tell them, this is what we want. This is what we need. This is what we don't want. This is what we don't need. So I like that. I would like it to continue, not just because we have a bond issue, but throughout the school year.
Okay, I can buy that.
Oh, not just when we have it. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Then we have the attorney.
She's talking about communication.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Here's my politician buddy.
Okay. MISD has been upfront and honest in its handling of communication about test scores and what the scores mean, he said. The district is also doing a good job complying with state policy as it is dictated to them.
Once again, I have no idea what that means.
I don't either. All right. So the last guy says MISD has done a good job addressing the need for teacher incentives, but it remains to be seen how successful these programs will be in getting quality teachers and teachers stay here. It's going to be tough to do that.
It's going to be tough to do that
because there's been no talk about students. It's all about the teachers and programs.
It's not just money for teachers.
It's not.
I mean,
money's not all of it.
Money's important.
Sure.
But teachers don't teach because they want to get rich. We want to make a difference. And it's not just what we say. Okay. I think this is the last question. What could MISD have handled better in the last few years, and why?
Are you wanting me to answer that? Oh. Okay. Or read. We have the first Midland Hispanic Chamber of Commerce.
She's worried about Head Start.
Yeah.
And she's worried about where they built the elementary schools. And she said this.
It is still not going to address the overcrowding on that side of town, she said. Stone said MISD asking parents of Head Start students...
Okay, let's stop there. Can we be honest? That side of town refers to the Hispanic side of town.
It says, here we go again. If we would have communicated better, you wouldn't have these parents upset. Oh, the parents were upset because of the transportation provided to the current school. Was sneaky?
It was sneaky, yeah.
Yeah, what was...
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
And my buddy, the attorney, says, I think they need to build new elementary facilities. It was real, but in some ways, the planning was not correct as to the opportune time to build. My position is we get behind in the race. and had to catch. We got behind in the race and had to catch up. But who could have ever anticipated growth, and that growth that would have maintained itself? This guy is unbelievable. Oh my God!
Both sides of the mouth.
Golly! And then finally, Melissa.
We have the last dude. The failing schools, he said. While there will always be issues, the current number of improvement required campuses is unacceptable.
Okay,
I would agree.
Yeah,
as a parent, I would agree.
I can take that. Now we're going to build new schools. Without giving you everything. Here's the question: what is your stance on secondary school building initiative? The scuttlebutt is we want to build schools, new schools, secondary schools, a lot of them at a big high price. The price tag is going to approach $500 million, if not more. That's billion with a B. That's a lot of money. Once again, our Hispanic Chamber of Commerce president thinks that we should think outside the box. And whatever. And the other guy, the lawyer, says we have terrible overcrowding. We have to be careful about building. I'm not sure what we should do. Blah, 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 blah. The last guy says, before we go building buildings, I think we need to address... Now, this is what got me. This is why when I vote, so far this guy's got my vote, although he doesn't have a job. I think we need to address the education side of it. If we don't change the failing policies you've got in place, you're just going to be doing it in a new building. I think that guy's in on the money, which is why I was not in support of the first what's that thing called?
Bond.
My bad.
Bond.
Because all you're doing is building new buildings to have failure in a new place. So, anyway, wouldn't it be great? I'm really thinking about running for the school board next time.
I think it'd be great. Go for it.
I think I'm going to. Wouldn't it be fun?
Yeah. No, not to me, but yes to you.
It'd be a blast, man. It would just be a total blast.
Well, we've been on a major school kick this podcast.
Yeah, we have. And it is 2 teachers in Texas.
It is.
By the way, we haven't even told you how to get a hold of us. How do they do that, Freese?
Oh, my goodness. Okay, first thing you should do is go to twoteachersintexas.com. That is TWO, teachersintexas.com. There is a microphone on there. You can leave a voice message. You may also email us at feedback@2TWO, teachersintexas.com. And you can hear it on, you're always the one, Stitcher
Radio, or iTunes. There's a little button on the side that can get you to both places. If you listen to us in iTunes, please give us a rating, only if it's good. We need a couple more ratings so we can get on the list. Please, 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 please. Oh, my gosh, we need your help.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Every man dies. Not every man really lives.
Boy, that knock to the head must have been harder than I thought, because I'm saying crazy things that I don't even understand.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
We haven't been as entertained lately as we have in the past, but we did see a very good movie. I would say it was very good, and I'm going to play the trailer for this movie here and see what you think about this.
You catch that fish yet? Their book.
Oh, yeah, he did.
It's a happy ending.
Not exactly. The old man met his greatest adversary just when he thought that part of his life was over.
Why didn't he just let the fish go?
Old man's got to be the old man, fish has got to be the fish. Got to be who you are in this world, right? No matter what.
Yo, Pops, bet you didn't have to push no dollies at your old job, did you?
Guilty as charged. Can you do a refund for me when you're done?
Open the register up right now. Move. Give me that ring.
No, it was my mother. Please.
It's okay, Jenny.
What's she knowing about?
It is about a guy who's a knight in shining armor, except he lives in a world where knights don't exist anymore.
My ring.
I think you can be anything you want to be. Change your world.
I promised I would never go back to being that person.
But when somebody does something unspeakable to someone you hardly knew, you do something about it, because you can. I mean about a girl.
16 seconds.
seconds.
He didn't take out 5 pimps.
The movie is
Equalizer.
The Equalizer. It's that movie with Denzel Washington. It's an intense movie. It's a long movie, 2.5 hours.
Yes, it is.
It's extremely violent, and I'm not exactly sure what the moral of the story was.
I'm not totally sure.
In a nutshell, it's about a guy. He's a regular guy. You know, there's some issues with him. He lives by himself. He lives like a monk, as he's told. But this guy has skills that he works at like a Home Depot. But this guy has skills that a Home Depot guy doesn't have. So you know there's a darkness about him, or a past, if you will. And kind of the shtick in the movie is they play. He doesn't sleep, so you know that something is haunting him. What?
Are we on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's these buttons right here.
Got it. Sorry.
Mrs. Freese is looking at my.
Sorry, I know nothing about that, so I shouldn't know anything.
She knows
about
nothing about it, but yet she's the one that is asking me
just
questions.
making sure, because I'm used to seeing the numbers or the lights.
Yeah, well, the lights. Yeah. Anyway,
go ahead.
So he works at a Home Depot basically, and he's got some serious skills, and he has issues. Look at that picture. I'm gonna have to look at that. He has some concerns. And he doesn't sleep at night, and every night at 2 o'clock in the morning, what does he do?
He goes to a little diner and reads a book in the same spot.
Yes, and there's a prostitute there that is a Russian prostitute, and she plays a big role in the movie, and that kind of drives the whole movie. Mm-hmm. And there's a couple of cool scenes, although the movie was it was good. I enjoyed it overall, but at there's no big surprise.
No.
Not to give a lot away, but there's no big surprise. But it is surprising. The violence is high.
It is very high.
There's a lot of violence, and at the very end, there's the scene that culminates at the Home Depot is it's over the top.
A little bit, yeah.
It didn't need to be that violent. There could have been a lot. There could have been a lot less. Let's just say that Denzel Washington uses a lot of the products there to get the job done, if you know what I mean.
Yes, he does.
I will say this: he's an he's got some skills that he gained in government training, and he uses those. But the movie wasn't as well developed as it could have been. To me, it was kind of pieced out, piece by piece by piece.
Yeah, there was pieces that it did come out, but you did have to kind of all of a sudden you kind of went, "Oh, okay, I think I get that." You know what I mean?
Talked about his wife, but it didn't expand on it.
No, not much. It did come up later a little bit.
There's a scene with his old boss who had the guy from what's that guy's name? He played he was in Independence Day. He played the president in Independence Day.
Yes,
he's got like a very small role.
Yeah, very very small.
And that guy looks
but
old.
That's the first thing I said as I looked at him and went, oh, he looks old. Wasn't he always? Wasn't he also the brother in While You Were Sleeping? Is that right?
Yes, that's right. Yes,
but he was much younger then.
Yeah, he was a lot younger.
Okay.
I don't know what that guy's name is.
It was the brother. I don't either.
You got to find out that guy's name.
Yeah.
But he looked old. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how old he was.
Yeah.
But he had a very small role. I thought he was going to have a bigger role. I thought that was going to be the beginning of something totally different.
Yeah.
So if you like Denzel Washington, you're certainly going to like the movie.
It was good. Yeah, it was worth watching. I enjoyed it. I wasn't bored. I wasn't thinking, when is this going to end? Yeah,
it is most definitely a good versus evil movie.
Oh yeah.
And talks about the Russian mob, and it's interesting. It wasn't satisfying to me at the end, though. I mean, I enjoyed the movie too because I like Denzel Washington and I like the idea, but it wasn't satisfying to me. I didn't get satisfaction at the end. I needed more violence.
I was thinking, I don't think we need any more satisfaction. But
speaking of violence, I am reading a series of books that are just absolutely incredible, and they're on. And I mentioned them before, but they're on Prime. If you have Prime with Amazon.com, you're able to rent these books or to use them for free. You haven't rent them, but you can read them for nothing. It is the most awesome thing. And the name of the books, let me find them. What are you reading? Anything good?
They have mysteries on there. I haven't looked at that. Anyway. I'll be honest with you. I've got a couple things going, but I haven't got into them wholeheartedly. My biggest thing right now is I want to read 48 Days to the Work You Love.